London at like really silly o'clock. 6 o'clock in the morning. It feels like 6 o'clock in the morning here because I didn't get up till 10:30 because I couldn't sleep. And but yeah, we're here. Next 2 hours live on Full Moon Radio. Gotta tell you, the Bantai Road, I never got out of second gear. 20k an hour for about 4k slower than in central London. Anyway, silly o'clock. Let's start with some nice cool vibes.
Funniness.
Ten past 12, midday here in Thailand, Koh Phangan. As you can see outside, we've got another beautiful day, blue skies, and as we say in Thailand, Ron Mac Mac, it's super hot. So yeah, today kind of reminded me of doing the breakfast show on Kiss back in the day. I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning, get to the studio about 5:45. I just got back from London a week ago. I'm kind of still on UK time. So sleeping is an absolute nightmare. So I kind of woke at stupid o'clocks in the morning and then finally woke at 10:30. So yeah, it felt a bit like I was on the way to Kiss in London. So I thought we'd ease you into the morning. Also here on Koh Phangan, although it's just gone midday, thousands of party revelers are still just waking up, so it's morning time for them as well. So I thought we'd ease you into the day. I'm not going to baccano any of the tracks, but we do use record box, so the whole track list will appear on my record box when I put the USB back into the PC, and then I'll post that on all my socials if you're interested in some of the tracks we played. Because we were away, we didn't download any new music, but we went mad the last couple of days, so literally just playing all the new stuff that I got. And we will be turning up the heat as we get nearer to 1 o'clock. It's Graham Gold, live on fullmoonradio.live and on Mixcloud as well.
Upakazi kiyupigabe minangzulale nale upakazi kiyupigabe minangzulale nale upakazi kiyupigabe minangzulale nale upakazi kiyupigabe
Good morning, or good afternoon if you're in Thailand. So it's Graham Gold live on fullmoonradio.live. The studios are at the southeast of the island, Infinity Beach Club. You know, I haven't been here for so long, I had to put it in Google Maps, which is kind of quite insane. Beautiful day behind me, and we got all these lovely little swimming pools. I don't know if you can see them, because I don't know if these are dark windows. Can you see them from? Oh, you can. I want to be in there, not in here. So these are the kind of tunes that we play every Monday at Grasshopper Bar Zen Beach when we do a sunset set. In fact, we did it a couple of days ago, and then after sunset we kind of upped the tempo, and I took a couple of videos and they're up on my Instagram, where we are also now live. So hello people watching on my Insta, and we're now live on Full Moon Radio on Insta as well. As I say, we use Recordbox, so we'll post the track list tomorrow, maybe later today. And looking forward to being at, I think it's Summer Beach Club in Phuket on Saturday night. We're going to be Saturday 4 till 8. We're going to be playing some of these tunes as well.
you touching. I feel your lips getting close to mine. I wouldn't notice, yeah. Everything else 'cause you're what I want. I don't know about you, but I feel it's on my mind. What's on your mind? Baby, you're the one. Don't tell me no, wanna be there with you. I'll be there with you. I feel the love. 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 I wanna be someone you touch, and I wanna be the one you wanted. There's nothing else I ever wanted. I wanna be the one you've been looking for. No, looking for. You're looking for. I don't know about you, but I feel it's on my mind. What's on your mind? Baby, you're the one. Don't tell me no, wanna be there with you. I'll be there with you. I feel the love. I feel the love. Feel the love. I feel the love. I feel the love. I feel the love. Feel the love. I 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 feel the love.
Playing. Sorry, I forgot to turn the little knob around. Boys, you know what I'm talking about. So it's one of two new tracks by Kaba. The one we played was A Part of Me. And this is And Him, and I still don't know how you say his name. Amin, with Malu and Feel the Love. Hi, if you're watching us on my own Instagram, glad you could join us. 12:30 on a Wednesday afternoon here live in Thailand, Koh Phangan, Infinity Beach Club, and we're here until 2. So, we were away for 3 weeks, didn't do any downloads, spent the last couple of days going crazy. So it's only new music, so I don't mind doing this today, because it's given me a chance to play all the stuff that I've downloaded and hear it again. We got a new Sister Bliss remix coming up as well. But of course we have to play a little bit of breakbeat. You know, it just sounds so good. think that's totally gorgeous. Rick Tedesco on the remix of Mario Christian called Still Water. So we just got back from London where we did a sellout Ministry of Sound for Peach, and of course breakbeat always been a major part of the Peach format. And our residents include the Freestylers and Darren Pierce from JDS. And at Ministry we had 5 arenas. It was like a mini festival. So in the courtyard I wanted to do what I've been wanting to do for a long time at Peach and play only new music. So we made it like breakbeat, progressive house area. And Ranj Kayla along with Jordan Bordes and I've forgotten the other person. Tina Maria and, oh, I'm sorry. When you get OLDER, your memory kind of goes a bit. But anyway, smashed it. Ranj Kayla smashed it. And this is him on a super duper 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 remix. Graham Gold live on fullmoonradio.live. We got a brand new Danny Howells coming next. I do remember the name of the other DJ. It was Sean Harvey. Sorry, Sean. But it was an incredible, incredible day. Ranj Kayla on the remix of Ben Summers and Haunted.
vibration save us. And every beat is one step closer.
Brand new from Danny Howells and Matt Masters, Introspective, and this also brand new, Sister Bliss on the remix of Faithless and Susie Breaks. Tune. And going through all the promos and also kind of finding new music on Tracksource and Beatport. This was actually a promo, and I've been a bit of a fan of Kiz Paddison for quite a while. And this new track came on promo, and then when I saw Lemonade on the remix, now Lemonade back in the mid-90s, he's done a few things that I've been playing kind of recently, but back in the 90s, oh my God, Lemonade was the dogs, and he's on the remix of this brand new track from Kiz, and it's really, really, really cool. Love it. That was a big boo-boo because I was going to play it and then I thought, no, I'm going to play this instead. It's Eric Prydz and Empire of the Sun remix. Kiz Patterson's going to come next. Nope.
Are you gonna leave me now? Can't you be the leader now?
must confess, I didn't think it sounded dirty enough, the beginning of that last track when we were playing it, for it to be Kiss Patterson. But that last track is a remix, not out yet. Empire of the Sun and Eric Prydz. We Are Mirage. D. Elijah on the remix. So please remember that we spent the last 2 days finding all this new music. So we listened to it once when we downloaded it, once when we put it in to mixed in key, and then another time when we put it in record box. So it's the first time I've played any of these tracks kind of publicly. But this is the Dog Studios. Fury, brand new from Zoo Brazil. Before that, Kiss Pallison, brand new. Sorry about that, we needed a P. Talking about needing a P, when we did Peach Ministry of Sound, they closed the green room. They're completely redoing the green room at Ministry. So no, and it wasn't just me. Dave Pearce was also desperate to go during his set. So you had to leave the DJ box, run all the way back through a packed main room, the box at Ministry, then through the bar to get to the toilet and get back before the record finished. Bit crazy. Hydrogen Rockers.
I'm right here, just waiting for you. Under the covers. Well, I put that good perfume you like so much. And waiting for you. I don't even know where you are or who you are with. I don't even care. I just want you here with me, loving me and pleasing me. So I can please you too. So I can please you too. So soft and then so hard. Hit me hard, babe. But where are you? Maybe in the club, maybe with another girl, and you're not here with me. Okay, so I'm right here, just waiting for you. Under the covers. Well, I put that good perfume you like so much. And waiting for you. I don't even know where you are or who you are with. I don't even care. I just want you here with me, loving me and pleasing me. So I can please you too. So I can please you too.
So a couple of tracks that have been a staple part of my sets over the last couple of months. Neela on the remix of Circulation. Guy J on the remix of the new one from Moshik. And I kind of love this. It's new on Kitball, Doozy and Hey. She's got a sexy voice, right? So when I play this, I'm kind of wondering, what does she look like? I bet she could be the ugliest thing that you ever saw in your life. But hey, sexy voice. Graham Gold live on this Wednesday afternoon, coming on to 25 past 1 here in Thailand, Koh Phangan. We're live at Infinity Beach Club. And 25 past 7 in the morning in the UK. Good morning. Dilby. tracks back, we played the new one from Hydrogen Rockers. It's out on Plastic Fantastic, as is this. It came out last week, Roller Soul. Everything, everywhere. Now, if you weren't born in the UK, you might not know about Plastic Fantastic. But back in the day when we used to go record shopping every Thursday, we'd get in the car, drive into central London, go to Tag, Quaff, Plastic Fantastic, and pick up all the new vinyl. It was a legendary record shop and label back then. I'm so happy Enzo has brought the label back. He's putting out some really cool underground house music. I kind of miss those record shopping days. But of course, changed now in central London, 20k an hour. You can't drive faster than that. 20 miles an hour, rather. You can walk faster. But I do miss going record shopping, going into the record shops, listening to all the new music. So if you aren't liking the tunes, we use Record Box, by the way, so it kind of keeps the playlist. It tells me what the playlist is, so we'll be posting that up on all my socials over the next day or so. Some tunes that have kind of caught your ears. You think, I want to know what that is. This is the Mighty Christoph on fullmoonradio.live. coming up between 2 and 4 this afternoon on fullmoonradio.live. It's Stars Project, Side Trance all the way. That's going to wake you up if you haven't woken up already. But we do it live every day, midday until 6 Thai time. That's 6 till midday till 6. That's 6 a.m. till midday UK time. It's not a million miles away from the original, but it is a brand new remix. Whether it ever comes out or not, who knows? Cyrus D, aka of course Eric Prydz, and on off. So just thinking, this time last week, so it's Wednesday, I kind of just got back to Thailand, and then I've posted it on my Facebook last night actually. In a week from now, we're going to be back in the UK. On Friday, we're going to be at the Brighton Music Conference. We're on a Q&A panel. Then on Saturday, in the kind of early evening, we're going to be in Southsea for Hands On Records doing a classic set. And then we're back to Brighton to play this incredible party that's had the huge thumbs up from John 00 Fleming, Lisa Loud, Nancy Noise. So looking forward to that. It's all going to be in a month from now over the bank holiday weekend in May. Not looking forward to that second long haul flight, but there you go. So we discovered these guys a couple of years ago because Juve signed them, John 00 Fleming, to his Juve label Koh Phangan, and they've remixed this awesome Rufus the Soul track. Still to come, by the way, we got a brand new track from Lamp, which is actually going to set it up for Stars Project nicely because it's tough progressive techno.
outside. Feel the rhythm, let it breathe. Through the dark, we are free to seize. Valleys whispers, bustle tide. In the black, we own the night. Hearts move lost in the sound. Like velvet on the ground. Feel it pulse, feel it sway. Like velvet leads the way.
Just 5 minutes away from Stars Project first time live on Full Moon Radio. Actually, it's my first time live. We'll have to do this again sometime. So it was Arthur Akziga and Carlo Waney, Black Velvet. This one are two new tracks from Lamp. The other new one's called Far Away, but we're playing this. Less Attention. And that kind of wraps it up from me. Don't forget we're live until 6 or midday if you're listening in the UK. Full Moon Radio Live. And I'm going to leave you with this. Some kind of banging, it's progressive techno. I'm playing it a bit slower than it should be, but I kind of really like it. Monoliths, rename yourself. So we have we use Record Box, so the whole track list is going to show when I put the USB in my PC, and then we'll upload that to all my socials. Oh, do check out my YouTube, by the way. I'm not sure if it's DJ Graham Gold or Graham Gold. We posted a whole load of stuff yesterday. I can't say it on the radio because it's a swear word, but it's Where'd Up Are We? We've been doing loads of those, so we found some off the phone and we put them on my YouTube yesterday. Check it out, they're quite funny. Thanks for listening, wish you a lovely day. Getting cloudy here, but that's okay. Still 33 degrees. Sorry to rub it in if you're in the UK. We're out of here, have a nice day. We'll see you Stars Project next.
Inhuman.